Welcome, all my aliens, apes, and zombies.
Hello.
I hope all is doing well on this friendly Friday here. We're going to wait for Cool Blue to get up here. D-Rob, how's it going, my friend?
Doing good. Not going to lie, though, I'm very happy it's Friday. Looking forward to a nice, relaxing weekend.
I think we've all deserved it. I think we've all earned that as well. These weeks seem like they're flying by. We have been working very hard here at Vayner 3, getting lots of announcements out, getting our friends looped in as well. There's Cool Blue. Here we are. Speaking of friends.
Hey, hey.
Hi.
Oh, I see Greg in the audience too. We got Al and Carol. Maybe we can invite them up to speak.
Let's see. Sending the invites out there right now. And it was fun. We just got out of a meeting a couple seconds ago, and International Dog Day is today. And everyone on the Vayner 3 team had their dogs in their laps. We have the servant dog himself listening right now, trying to invite him up to be a speaker. Let's see, I'll send it out there down to Greg down there. Cool Blue, the pup, other members of our team, Cray Train had her pup. Our president, Avery, their dog, which I was able to meet when I was out in Miami at the last Art Basel. So International Dog Day, the servant dog himself. Let's invite him up to be a listener, from a listener up to a speaker here. Greg, see if you can come on up. Greg, if you're on your computer, you might need to come on your phone to be able to get on Spaces here. But Cool Blue, how we doing on this Friday?
Hey, did anyone else think it was hilarious that Avery has a Shiba Inu? I was like, wait, this is classic. And I found out that she actually got the dog before the coin. So, I mean, if that's not intuition as president, like, I don't know what is. She definitely knew that this Web3 wave was going to come. I thought that was amazing. I still have Nina here on my lap. She's ready to speak whenever we call on her. Just kidding. She doesn't even really bark. Yeah, we saw Greg come out, so I think he is logging on to his phone. But do we have any jams today, Novo, or are you like call walking?
We jammed it up. We played some tunes coming in before leading you off. We came in with our welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombie friendly Friday, and then Cool Blue arrived right on cue. And I know that we had a great meeting going on. We were talking some fantasy football, an internal fantasy football league. We have a what do they call it? Chief of staff, where we ask them questions and they just rattle off answers as quick as can be. So it's just a fun way of finishing off a friendly Friday for some of us, but some of us are going to be working hard and finishing off this week. I know myself and Cool Blue have some cool meetings to finish off the rest of this Friday, but it's finally upon us. Alan Carroll, mic check, 1, 2. What is this?
How we living, fam. We saw a lot of cute critters today on that Vayner call. Didn't know so many awesome animals were in the Vayner family. That's nice to see.
It is very.
They're really the ones pulling the strings around here.
Well, we often hear, and this might get a little too personal, but maybe we hear Nina snoring at times during our business meetings. So it's fun to get that, quick interaction with other people's, maybe even not only dogs, but pets and cats, and how much they almost like look like their owners or maybe act like their owners. Greg, how's it going? Mic check. How are we doing?
We hear you. Welcome. How's your day going?
Fantastic. I just got done surfing with dolphins out front of my house.
What? What a Friday.
Yeah.
You win.
Wait, on. I'm sorry, Greg. Are we talking metaverse? Are we talking cartoon world or IRL real quick?
What's the difference?
was actually in this dimension, this third dimension, out front in the liquid, with the dolphins jumping 6 feet out of the air on International Dog Day, which for me is every day because I'm a servant of dog. So thank you for having me on. Dog bless you all. It's a truly auspicious day, and I take shelter under Dog's lotus feet, so I'm just so grateful for Dog, and all glories to Dog when it comes to all my success and all the enjoyment that I have. I don't deserve it. I'm not perfect, but he is. I'm looking at him right now. He's in his little cave. His name is Buddha or Wingman, and he's the yummiest boy in the universe, the nectar of the universe. And I'm so inspired by Dog at all times, where it's taken over my life, and I'm so grateful it has in all dimensions, metaverse and beyond.
I would love to dive into that a little bit. I also want to introduce, we have a new speaker from the Vayner side. We have Zach here.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah. Welcome, Zach.
I'm very excited to be here today. Thank you so much for having me.
So Zach, how about you talk a little bit about yourself? Because we pretty much just met on Monday, like 5 days ago, and all of a sudden, bam, here on Spaces. And maybe that's a good transition of what we're gonna do with maybe working with actors in this space, and how they use voice as a way of creating comedy, creating enjoyment, and making this into a friendly Friday.
Maybe we can even start with the basics. So Zach, and then we'll switch to Greg. What do you do for a living, and how did you get here?
Okay, awesome. Definitely. So for a living, I work at Vayner Media as a media analyst on the New Era team. But I have a ton of side hustles. 4 times a week, I'm a registered New York State phlebotomist. I conduct COVID testing, antibody testing. I also give people IVs whenever they need them. 3 times a week at night, I'm a lifeguard. I'm CPR AED certified at my local JCC. Every Sunday, I'm a sensory gym supervisor for a school with special needs. And I recently opened up my own LLC to try and sort of streamline my self-passive income. I'm doing Airbnb arbitrage. I'm renting properties from landlords, and then I'm posting them on Airbnb and VRBO. So that's what I do for a living. For fun, I love doing various voice impressions, stand-up comedy as much as possible. 3 of my favorite places I love performing are Comic Strip Live, Gotham Comedy Club, and the Comedy Cellar, all in New York City. They're very fun places. I highly recommend you go out and visit them. But yeah, that's a little bit about myself.
Thanks, Zach. We're going to
You're a real-life superhero, dude.
later.
Sounds.
Greg, let's switch to you. What do you do for a living?
Do you have a dog?
What do you do for a living, for your job? Uh-oh, we lost Greg as a speaker. Darn. We'll bring him back up.
Make sure you're click in on Greg, and you can see in his bio right there, serving a dogman. And then he's also, linked in Bright Moments, the voice of Beastboy, Michelangelo, and Gory Greg. And I believe Gory Greg is his PFP, which is a mutant ape right there that you can see, and see if we can invite him back up to be a speaker. Might have lost him. Hopefully he's not in the ocean and dropped his phone in the ocean there, because you heard he just got right off some waves. And I was just going to actually wonder if his dog was surfing with him, because a servant of the dog, man, he was pretty fired up about it. And this seems like this is his day. This is his day.
Hey, Greg, we got you back.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what you've heard. I've been saying stuff.
Well, we hear you back now.
Good.
Let's go into, so we've seen you're an entertainer. You've actually done some voiceovers. Would you answer our next question in a voiceover, or is it too soon?
Get whatever you like. Give me the question first.
Okay, the question is, what do you do in your free time?
Yo, I make cartoons, yo. Yeah, mama. Waffles. I'm Beastboy from Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans, Young Justice, and a bunch
That
of
was amazing.
Oh, thank you. Amongst other really special cartoon characters like Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Booyakasha! Cowabunga, dude! And for me, being a turtle is one of the greatest blessings I've ever received. And the turtles to bring Mikey to this next generation has been such a blessing. It's such a cool version of the show. It's a masterpiece. Now I really I'm limited as far as my ability to make so many different ways. So I'm always creating. I'm doing voices in all the cartoons, and now we have a TV network that is broadcasting all this stuff I've been making, and it's NFTV. So it's getting like more and more fun all the time. All of it. Being creative is the closest you could be to God, next to having a dog in your lap.
What are you currently watching? Are there any shows you get inspired by, or any cartoons you specifically love to watch?
My favorite cartoon of all time is an animated movie. As animated movies go, Heavy Metal, the original Heavy Metal. I love it so much. I grew up watching it. It's one of those movies that just kind of helped shape my mind and vision of how cartoons could carry such a huge message while still being entertaining and funny and edgy and wild and free. Different filmmakers like Alejandro Jodorowsky really inspires me. He's a cartoonist as well. He's got a bunch of books. The creator of my favorite movie ever called The Holy Mountain. Wow. And then shows like the original Ninja Turtles by Kevin Eastman, and I grew up watching the Ninja Turtles show, and even video games influenced so much of the cartoons that I like Zelda, and now I like the stuff I'm making. I don't watch too much of anything else. I catch Teen Titans Go occasionally, like on an airplane, and I'm always like, wow, this show's amazing. Or I get to see it at Comic-Con, and I'm like, there's so much magic in that show. So Teen Titans Go for sure is one of my favorite shows of all time. And I'm just constantly inspired by my friends, my family, and especially my dog Wingman, my Gucci. I know it sounds repetitive, but I can't be too repetitive when it comes to praising dog, because I really do take shelter under his lotus feet, and I'm always right place at the right time with the right people. It's the science of dog consciousness, and I put it in Teen Titans Go now. The Wingman's in the DC universe, and Young Justice, he's Beastboy's service animal. So it's a wild experience to be creative with dog at the center of your source, because then all the greatest qualities in the universe become you, like compassion and patience and playfulness and rascality, and all the greatest qualities in the universe are in dogs. So you start to flower them in all that you do, whether it's cartoons or interactions with everybody. You become this association. So dog, I love associating with dogs so much, and dogs teach me that cats are dogs, or parrots are dogs, or all animals are that pure of God, essentially.
This just could not have been a better Twitter Spaces for International Dog Day, and to have the ultimate servant of dogs. I love this. Thank you for sharing all of that. I wanted to ask a different question. If you had to change professions, if you had to do something different for work, what would you change it to?
Nothing. I've always done everything I've always wanted to do. There was never a time where I felt inside me that I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. I've done, and I'm doing everything I always ever wanted to do, and I'm so grateful because, again, it comes back to Wingman. I've created a lifestyle now where the only time I'm apart with Guruji, my dog, is if I'm on a surfboard or I'm in the sauna, and that's all pretty close. But other than that, he's in every business meeting, every recording session, every Comic-Con, every flight, everything. We're never apart. Does that answer your question?
I love that. Yes, absolutely. That more than answers it. That was a great answer. CryptoNovo, are you popping in?
Yeah, I was gonna maybe revert back over to Zach there and almost rephrase that those same questions like right back to you. Is Zach maybe in a choice? You know, what do you maybe binge watch on TV?
Yeah, I want to hear some of your character voices, dude. Please give me some impressions. I love people that are good at doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so some of my favorite impressions to do, obviously being I work at Vayner, so I've been trying to perfect my Daddy G voice. And that being said, I'll just dive into it for with binge watching. Dude, I'm fucking currently watching fucking awesome, and I'm watching House of Dragons every single Sunday night. I watched Game of Thrones my whole entire life. The amount of content they put out was ridiculous. They blew past the Harry Potter. Are you fucking kidding me? That's amazing. So I like doing that a lot, and then I also do some Seinfeld, and that goes a little bit like, I love watching Seinfeld. He's so funny. He talks about things in an observational manner. And I love riffing off of voices a lot. But yeah, right now I'm currently watching She-Hulk and House of Dragons. And also Paramount Plus just brought back Beavis and Butthead. So every Thursday night. And that's fucking awesome.
Oh my God, I love it.
That's great.
Fucking awesome.
Greg, what do you think? Greg, what do you think about that?
What do I think about it?
Those impressions, I mean, they're spot on. I loved it. I was laughing up.
I think they're he's definitely like inspired by these people that he's portraying, but there's something original about his presentation that is twisted. I like both guys. I see them being brought to life.
I love it. We have a question here from Drip Ballers, one of our longest standing joiners. I feel like I remember Drip Ballers joining our Twitter Spaces weekly from September, October of last year. So welcome. Is there a question or something you wanted to say?
Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. I still have the PO app from the very first VNFT Spaces.
Yes.
Just want to say also one thing, happy anniversary to Leslie with over a year at V3. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I just very happy to meet you guys, Greg, and I'm just really happy to share that today I got my first voice acting line in a show, an NFT animated series on Solana.
Oh my God.
And I'm currently recording lines for what I think is being noted as the very first animated series on the blockchain called The Fuckles with Mobius Strip. So I'm just really happy, and it's really cool that this Spaces is happening, and I can share that with you guys.
Oh, that is awesome, man. I mean, yeah, you are our first listener. You've been here every single time. Thank you so much, and congratulations. That is awesome.
It's awesome. There's nothing more fun than making cartoons, man.
It's fun. It was really cool, and I'm just very thankful to the V3 and the community for giving me the chance to be able to be up here and talk with you guys. I'm a big fan of yours, Greg, and my kids and myself also love Beastboy to death. So, big fan, and keep it up, and happy to talk to you guys. Thanks for bringing me up.
Beautiful. All glories to Dog. We gotta work on something together. Every day I've got hundreds of cartoons we're developing. We're at NFTV with different creators, and it's like my favorite thing to do is to bring people's ideas to life and to collaborate. And I'm just infinitely inspired always. So hit me up, yo. Let's make something.
I appreciate it for sure. Thank you.
Yeah. And, I can't wait to see those cartoons. Keep me in the loop.
That was amazing. This has really become one of my favorite spaces. This is super fun. Let's go into another question. Shall we?
Oh, Cool Blue. You didn't have that pre-lined up. That was honestly just like 100% organic
I
right
swear,
there.
yeah.
Really? Hey, Drip Ball are awesome. I thought that was something pre-planned. I was like, look, that's not in there. That was ad lib. That's man, props.
Yeah, no, we just, as I said, Drip Baller is one of our longest listeners, and we've had multiple communications back and forth, so we don't usually take questions, but we had to with Drip Ballers, and that was just so perfect. So thank you to Drip Ballers. Thank you to everyone who tunes in weekly. Thanks to our speakers today. I'm not closing things up, by the way. I'm just giving a quick shout out and thank you. But yeah, no, that's just a great coincidence.
Well, I feel like we're all going through a bunch of things together as a collective creative community. So I'm so inspired by Web3 and how NFTs and crypto have influenced my life in such a great way. They've really, literally have connected the dots on a lot of my creative dreams and endeavors.
What did that connection look like? What did the transition look like, rather? How did you find out about Web3 and how did you dive into it, Craig?
It all started with wanting to be of service at a greater level. So I felt that the best way to do that is to channel visions that help create a better world. And I have ideas about how to do that, and I'm infinitely inspired. And one of the ideas was a television network, because what people hear and see is how their minds work, which therefore creates a reality. So in a couple earlier incarnations before NFTV network, I had these TV networks that were all about making original content and sourcing similar community content that had a message of being entertaining first, making a difference, making a bunch of money so you can do it again and again and again. Essentially, people are sitting on amazing content that repackaged and put through a certain style of programming alongside other weird, trippy content, as well as news and just the smorgasbord of stuff we all like to consume. It all just works together. So I felt like to have technology connect with this grand idea of having a TV network run by the people for the people, a true community-based TV network, it needed the technology component to connect the dots. And for me, it started one day when I met a couple of people in Venice, tech guys, who really inspired me to like, this vision that you have, it could work perfect with NFTs. And I'm like, what the hell is an NFT? And over a long period of time, I've become to truly appreciate the language and the understanding and the people that have inspired this creative connection with tech. It's been such a blessing, and it kind of started in Venice at the Bright Moments NFT generative art gallery. We started a DAO together, a whole bunch of us, and then we launched the Crypto Citizens, and I ran the entertainment division of Bright Moments for 2 years, and then I basically have taken on NFTV full time now with a group of amazing people. It's really fun. It's so much fun.
I just pinned that up in the top, and you're there right with your, your canine counterpart right there, your shadow, or you're his shadow. It looks like in this picture, right in Venice. And I knew a lot of this going in, and you have been woven in this Web3 community for a while, and you are bringing your Web2 friends in there. And you could see it just by like Gory Greg, you're a mutant ape that you're transforming into, your next IP that, that you're trying to establish on your platform for your friends. And I'm in parallel wavelengths with you, my friend, and just trying to give outlets for very creative people. And I felt it was important to bring Zach here today because he is a very creative person. And we have these outlets here at Vayner 3, like spaces where we get to talk to famous actors just like this with a click of the button. And this is from coast to coast. From left coast, where you're just honestly morning surfing, where on the East Coast, Zach is probably finishing up his Lox and Bagels or whatever. So
Lox and Bagels, you got
it. What's that? The New York accent? Let's hear that thick New York accent, my friend Zach. What's your favorite food? How about that?
Favorite food has to be glizzy. I go to a Yankee game, I'm eating the glizzies. I'm watching my favorite players knock the ball out of the park. Everyone's standing up. We're singing New York, New York, Frank Sinatra, while we're screaming at the Boston Red Sox to get the fuck out of the stadium. And it's just a great time.
Oh man, you're giving me ideas. I want to put that voice coming out of one of my crypto skulls.
All right, all right, East Coast. Do you have any questions for West Coast over there to Greg and Gory Greg? How about an East Coast impression for maybe a West Coast response?
Give it to me.
Zach, go ahead. Ask him a question with that thick New York accent.
Come on, bro.
All right, here it is. I know you guys on the West Coast claim have amazing pizza and pasta and whatnot, but everybody knows that the water in Brooklyn is really the meat and potatoes of the ingredients in bagels and pasta and pizza. But that being said, what's your favorite pizza joint out in the West Coast?
000. 000. Yeah. Wingy Nose 00. It's a vegan joint in Venice Beach, bro. It's so good.
Hell yeah. Yo, I love that impression. It gave me a little Mrs. Fowl vibes from Jimmy Neutron. Sean! Sheen! Carl! Where's your homework now?
I've been lucky enough, by the way, the parrot voice that I'm doing when I get to play Wingy, who's the bird on my mutant ape Gory Greg's shoulder. I get to now hang out. It's so wild. It's parallel dimension, how this kind of all gets synchronized. It's so beautiful. I now, within days or within a week or two of having Gory, developing the character of Gory Greg and Wingy, who's also based on my dog Wingman, of course. A real parrot has come into my life by the name of Telly, Master Telly, and he sits here and he's the parrot. He's the 30-year-old abused mutant parrot that my friend Ted rescued, and he comes over and he hangs out with Wingman and hangs out with us while we're being creative, making NFTV. He hangs out on the balcony and catches, but he's a 30-year-old, abused, adopted parrot that is the sweetest boy in the whole world, and I get to now hang out with a real parrot. So it's wild how you can use. It makes sense. So you can basically, whatever you associate with, you become. So you want to associate with these magic beings, these parrots, and to be playful and be creative and to use your imagination again and to be wild and free and playful. This is the best space to be in always. So thank you all for having me again.
Greg, thank you so much for joining. This was one of the most entertaining and fun and fulfilling spaces. So thank you so much here, Zach. Thank you for joining from the VaynerMedia side. Alan, Carol, CryptoNovo, thank you. Always being incredible hosts.
Nova's the best.
It was the greatest.
I love him so much.
I try, and I'm just trying to give outlets for people that are trying to make their way in this space to find like-minded people like listen here every Friday. So I thank you guys because I was entertained. I was sitting here and actually a couple of times was just laughing and part of the crowd. And thanks to the creativity from Zach. Also, make sure you're checking out Alan Carroll, the Meme King. Man, he has some fun stuff going off all the time. There's other creative people out there. Meow Meow Georgie, Dr. Doge. We create VR content. Hizzy, thank you always for listening. I'm super proud of Drip Baller, man. That is it's like goosebumps, and it's all relating here. And Greg, you summed it up. Sometimes it is galactic. Sometimes these galaxies do collide. And thanks for being a part of it, and thanks for being a voice. And keep that creative acting skill going, my friend.
All glories to Dog.
International Dog Day.
Yeah, and I'll plant one more seed and check it out and be a part of it. Is this Dog Blessed Foundation concept where we together as a community NFT series that represents basically the ability to pay for people in need for their dog adoption fees, and then the dog food for the life of the dog, and then eventually pay the human to take care of the dog. So we've done it. We started it in Venice Beach, and it's happening. So the Dog Bless Foundation is part of the vision of casting for a world that is suffering, that needs healing. Dogs do that for us. They're our healers, our guides, our gurus. All animals are, but this, dog is there for us. And so the greatest gift you could ever give yourself is a dog. So do it. Don't wait. The dogs, and we need to save their lives. They're at these pounds behind bars and getting killed every day, and just to be home with you for a couple hours, even if you have work to go to, is better than that. So go adopt and help others adopt as well, and pay for their adoption fee, their dog food, and then eventually them to take care of the dog. So your only job would be to serve dog.
That's amazing. Thank you for leaving us with that on International Dog Day. I also want to give a huge special shout out to D-Rob behind the Vayner3 account, always opening up these spaces, keeping us with the great questions. And thank you, everyone. I'm going to hand it over to CryptoNovo to close things out.
Novo.
There's many voices in this space, and these spaces that are doing wonderful things. We heard from them today. I try to be one of them. If you have something to say, there are people to listen. So always be out there and communicating with others. And that's what we're trying to do best. With that being said, get those peace signs ready. It is Friendly Friday. So stay positive. Oh, they took the peace signs out of this? Where's mine? Stay positive and love life. Peace.